All right. All right. The webinar is now open. Welcome, everybody. Hopefully, everybody's having a fantastic day. We have now officially opened up the Zoom. Welcome. Give everybody a chance to log in here. Big day for BluSky. Big day for BluSky. It isn't for the faint of heart. Their teams and our teams have been working steadfast. Eh, Makaram? It's been a ride. I know Pranay and you guys and everybody's been working their butts off to be here. So I can't wait. I've seen a lot of traders coming in here now, so this is great. For all of you faces streaming on live YouTube and out there on social, welcome. This is going to be a big day. Before we get started, as always, we're just going to give everybody a minute to log in and get their bearings. Sometimes Zoom does an update, or sometimes people are in a big trade and they need to close it out, or whatever the case may be. We'll be starting here in just a minute. Quick test of picture and sound. Can everybody here give me a Y in the chat box so that I know that you guys can hear the voice? And I'm assuming you can see myself and Makaram here. Our videos are sharing. We're going to just do a quick intro and then you can see the screen. I think everything's good. Good to go. Fantastic.
Just updating my name here, so that it's
Great.
BluSky.
I'll update my name here as well, just so everybody knows who I am. And fantastic. Great. Who in here likes free accounts? How many of you guys like freebies? Freebies. BluSky is pulling out all the stops today. Holy Christ, they said they're going to give away accounts, but then they said they're giving away 20 accounts. 20 accounts, man. Like, you guys are in for a big day. BluSky's pulling all. So I think it's that alien dude that you guys are chilling with. I think is that like you have like this
That's
blue alien guy is like
that's Blue Guy.
yeah, blue guy. Blue guy's
Blue Guy,
coming with
BluSky.
20 accounts, man. Blue guy came from another planet, I can apparently. He's coming in, he's bringing all the goodies. Everybody loves free accounts.
hmm
Light it up, exactly. Well, guys, I think we can get started here, Makaram. We've got lots of traders here joining in. I'm sure there's already a lot tuning in on the live stream as well. First, just let me say congrats, guys. When we got in touch a while back, we talked about, building a great relationship. Tickblaze is, we're selective with the firms that we onboard with. We talk to a lot of companies. Everybody wants to launch a prop firm. Not everybody's qualified to run a prop firm. You guys are the real deal. You guys have built big infrastructure. You're successful. You've paid out tons in payouts, millions and millions of dollars, if I'm not mistaken. You've got huge infrastructure, great leadership, great teams, and you just know what you're doing, right? So obviously, working with you and aligning yourselves with Tickblaze was the next big expansion for us, and just really grateful that you guys wanted to partner with us and just look to the future and building big infrastructure. I know we're excited to work with you guys, and I'm sure all of the traders are as well. Maybe you can introduce yourself and you can take it away here, and I'll be here to kind of do the demo when you guys are ready. Yeah,
For
welcome.
sure. Thanks, Sean. Thanks for the intro. Real quick, in the chat, can all of you drop if you've heard of BluSky before? Are you familiar with us, or is BluSky brand new to you? Just let's get a few answers going. I see yes, yes, no, somewhat. This is brand new. BluSky is new to you. Okay, great. Well, this is going to serve as a little bit of an introduction to BluSky. If you're a current trader, welcome back. I think you're going to love Tickblaze. So first off, I'm Mukaram. I'm the Chief Marketing Officer here at BluSky Trading. And today is the official launch of BluSky on Tickblaze. It's a brand new platform. For those of you that trade with us, we're the same firm. We still have the same daily payouts, the same community. For those of you that are new to us, I'm going to get to that in just a second. The plan is super simple here. I'm going to spend about 5 minutes just telling you all about who BluSky is, what makes us different from the rest of the prop space, and then I'm going to hand things back over to Sean for a platform walkthrough. After that, I'll come back with some offers that are live for everyone that's in the room today, and we'll close with Q&A. Let's get into it. So as you can see here, better futures now on Tickblaze. At BluSky, we believe that better futures start with BluSky. So who is BluSky? Most prop firms out there they have their platforms, they have their communities, and then they have a Discord on the side, just bolted on. That's been the order of operations for almost every platform, every other prop firm out there. They have some sort of account that has Flex in the name. Everything is becoming cookie cutter. Build the funnel, then build the community. We did it the other way around at BluSky. BluSky is community first. We're a close-knit room. We sit down together every single morning and trade with our founder, Mike, the Wall Street Cowboy, and we trade live together every single day. And I don't want you to think that's just some marketing line. We actually do that. That's how the day starts. And that the capital that the prop firm provides is how we keep traders in the seat long enough to actually get good. A few quick numbers here that you'll see on the screen. We've been around since 2022, which is much longer than many of the firms you've probably heard of this year, and a lot longer than the ones you haven't heard of. Longevity in this industry is a moat, and it's what keeps us going. We have daily payouts, 5 days a week. We pay out at a 90-10 profit split, which is pretty high in the industry, especially when you're in your sim stage. Most of the firms that do daily payouts will drop down to 80, but we refuse to go down that low. And daily payouts have been a part of BluSky since long before they were introduced to other firms. That's been our foundation. Let's talk about what's actually different. So these 6 points here, I'll move really quickly. Number one, we are community first. I already said it, but it's worth repeating because this is our difference. We trade live with our traders every single morning. It's the same room, it's the same session, same time, every single day. That is our product. Number two, education is available on every plan. We want our traders to actually succeed. So that structured learning is built into every account that we sell. And you'll notice that when you see our accounts, they are broken down into individual steps. We don't want one-hit wonders. We want people who can consistently make profit day after day after day. You're in it for the long haul. It's not an upsell. It's not a separate purchase. All of that education comes free. And if you get funded with us, you get the education with it. 3, this is something that I haven't seen anyone else do. If you are if you have an affiliate community or a learning community out there, BluSky is the only firm placing a dedicated rep inside of those communities. So if you're a trading partner and you have a Discord, somewhere down the line, there might be a BluSky team member sitting in there with you. World-class support where you already are. You don't have to go submit a ticket somewhere. You can just go ask right exactly where you're trading. Number 4, we send out a daily market newsletter every single morning. I write it. It goes out before 9 a.m. Eastern every single morning, and it's a clear read on what matters in the session, what bias there is, what levels to watch out for, the calendar. We're not recycling headlines. And since most of our traders here trade NASDAQ futures, NQ, there's a quick and easy guide to follow throughout the day. We tell you exactly how to trade NQ throughout the day, what to look for in case of any given scenario. And if you sign up by the end of this webinar or at the end of this call, you'll see it in your inbox tomorrow morning. Number 5, we have such a wide variety of plans here. And this is one that most traders don't realize. There's plans for everyone. There's instant funding, or you can take your time and take a whole month if you need to pass. You can get started for $30 or $300 just for instant funding. If you want static drawdown, you are afraid of trailing, you want to take extra time, we have that too. Or if you're comfortable with trailing and you want to continue to increase your balance, we have plans like that for you as well. Pick the one that fits how you actually trade, not the only one that a firm felt like building. And number 6 is that we're built to last. We've been around since 2022. We've paid out millions and we're still here. The prop space is brutal right now, and most firms don't make it past the first cycle. We have, several times over. So that's BluSky in a nutshell. Now, let me hand it back over to Sean, because this is what you all came to see. Sean, over to you.
Okay, so before we do that, I'd like to just talk a little bit about what you just said because obviously, as a trader, and I know almost all the traders in here that's coming from our community. And I see a lot of traders coming from your community. So, first of all, I just want to touch base on a few things that you said because it stood out to me. I know a lot of people may not think that a community first approach is a big deal, but I think it's actually a bigger deal than anything. If you look at what you said, you have a head trader who's the founder of the firm, right? And if I'm not mistaken, he's a great trader, right? Like I think I've heard that he's a pretty profitable trader. Can you speak to that? Like he's a great trader. He calls trades live in the room. Like traders copy his trades. Like, do you guys run that? Is that how it runs? Like you basically have a big trading room. Everybody in the firm comes in and basically does that?
So obviously we can't tell people which trades to
No.
take, but Mike gets on every single morning,
Yep.
and when he's trading, he puts up numbers that seem so unrealistic at first. I mean, this week alone, I don't think he's had a single day below 10,000. Actually, this was this week and last week combined. Every day,
Right.
within the end, he only trades 9 to 11 every morning, and
Yep.
typically by 9:40, 9:45, he's already up five, six, seven, $10,000.
Yep.
And he has a saying, $1,000 away keeps the 9 to 5 away.
Sure. So,
And
and that's basically for everybody. So when everybody buys accounts with BluSky, they have the privilege of literally just coming in there and watching him trade, learning
learn
the
from the
secret
best.
sauce, and leaving a better trader, right? That's kind of what you guys have built your business around is like you didn't just launch a prop firm because you wanted to participate in the prop game. You built it as a way to fund all of the traders in your community. And then basically it just started exploding because I've heard BluSky in the industry for a while. Like there's a lot of influencers we talk to. There's a lot of partners we work with. BluSky's got a good reputation, so that's why I mean it kind of started from that, if I'm not mistaken. Um,
Yeah.
what I'd
for
like to do here, I'd like to ask some questions. How many of you guys would like to watch their top trader crush the markets and make a lot of money and then learn what they're doing? Like $10,000 a day is a pretty big number, right? Like, so how many of you guys would love to do that, right? Well, you're going to have the opportunity to do that here today. And for those of you that are interested in winning 20 accounts, make sure you stick around to the end because we're going to be giving those away. And even if you get a free account, you can go in and watch them trade. So that's amazing. So okay, so that's pretty awesome. You talked a lot about you have a pretty big, wide range of accounts. I'm assuming we're going to talk about those at the end. So the traders that are interested in learning which accounts they can buy, we'll go over those at the end. What I'd like to do is I'd like to talk a little bit about the platform because obviously Tickblaze is here to support the growth of BluSky as a trading technology partner. We have a pretty compelling product offering in terms of the platform. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen. How many of you guys in here are new to Tickblaze? Type an N in the chat box if you're new to Tickblaze. I want to know how many of you guys are brand new. You've never traded on Tickblaze. You don't know what the hell I'm even talking about, right? How many of you guys are new? John. Yeah, great. John says he can't see anyone. Okay, so let's open up the chat for a second. Let's just open up the chat for everybody here. So everybody can just start chatting. Everybody can post in everybody. So if you want to post to everybody, just change it to new. You can change in the chat box, everyone, because that way everybody can see the chat. I think everybody wants to post in the chat new. Great. So if you change on your chat, you can put everything. There you go. Some people are still posting to the panelists. If you want everybody to see your chat, or if you want to be here and you want to chat, you got to switch to everybody in the chat, right? So, right. Great. Fantastic. All right. Let's get into it. Let's go in. I'm going to share my screen. Let's talk about trading platforms. Okay. So the first thing I want to do is I want to talk about the newly launched Web Trader. I'm going to show you the desktop applications in a minute, but we recently just launched our all new Web Trader. Now, as you can see up here, if you have a BluSky account, you'll buy the accounts, and then in the top drop down, you're going to see the drop down. You'll say BluSky. You'll have your accounts here, how many you purchase, etc. What's really cool about the Tickblaze Web Trader is that it's browser based. It uses TradingView charting infrastructure, right? So you can use TradingView charts. You can have all of the TradingView trades. You can buy down here. You can do all the fun stuff, and you can do all that right here. And maybe it's because I don't have an order. I got to choose the account. Perfect. So the cool thing is that you can place your orders, you can trade on the trade pad, you can trade on the dome, you can do whatever you want. But the cool part is that we also have a built-in trade copier. And what you may not know is that we worked out a deal with your guys' owner, your partners, and they basically bought everybody a trade copier. So what's really cool about this is that we have a deal with BluSky where if you buy accounts with BluSky, you get the trade copier. So everybody in here that basically uses the Tickblaze platform, it's going to come with the built-in trade copier in the web. You can select your leader accounts, and then if you buy a bunch of other followers, you can select them. And depending on how many accounts you buy, you can just basically choose your trade copier below, and you can basically drag and drop, and you can trade multiple accounts. If you're somebody that basically likes to trade on the dome, you can trade on the dome. But if you like to trade on the chart pad, we've built market order pads, limit orders, stop orders, and we also built a scalp pad so that you can scalp the markets with built-in unit economics around your position sizing, etc. What's really cool is that you can do lockouts if you want to lock yourself out. We all know that we have moments where it's probably good to just walk away. And ultimately, the key here is that, if you don't really trust your trading in the afternoon, get the hell away from the screens, lock yourself out, do what you have to do, etc. Right? One of the big things about the web platform that's really unique is that we've built in a brand new trading journal infrastructure, which is basically a complete trade journaling suite that allows you to look at all your trades. Now, I haven't taken any trades on this account, so obviously I don't have any trade history, but you'll be able to watch your equity curve, your drawdown. You come in here, you'll be able to see the calendars, and you'll be able to see when you take a trade. You'll see all your performance summaries. You can come in here, we'll look at your trade history. You can look at all your trades when you take a trade. You can go into your performance and risk. You can see your risk, and then you can look at your excursion levels and look at your max adverse assessments. It really is geared to help you become the best trade journaling tool in the business. It's amazing. You can check out all of the risk metrics that you want to use, and it's all part of the Tickblaze web offering. Now, when you basically trade, you'll see all of your orders and your positions down here. And we have a detailed playlist on the actual YouTube that you can actually go and watch. If you're new to the platform, you come in here, click video playlist. It's going to bring you to the YouTube. And this is where everybody right now should be subscribing because all of our YouTube videos are here. You have the desktop playlist and the web trader right here with TradingView. So you can go and watch all the videos and you can basically have all of that built into the platform. So what's really cool is that if you like communities, which we all do, you can come in here and you can join the community. It's free. You just click on community. It's very much like TradingView's community in that we've built an open source network and basically you can post your trades and you can, we just launched a big giveaway for platforms. Like we just launched something really cool. I'm going to show this in a minute, but we just gave away free option software for everybody using Tickblaze. So we did a big announcement that everybody that wants to use option levels, instead of paying thousands of dollars, we give it away for free. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over that today, but you'll see I'm going to be on a podcast today. You can come watch me speak, and there's BluSky. We're announcing the launch, right? You can also come down here, take a look at people's trades and like be a part of the community. So you can also download free indicators and software. Like people upload their scripts into the platform. So you have the ability to do everything inside the community, right? Now, the difference with the web is that the web is meant for browser-based trading, tablets. Like if you want to trade on your tablet or whatever, you can do all of that. But there are some traders that want to trade with more sophisticated software. Like maybe you want to use order flow, or maybe you want to use like volume profiles and a whole bunch of really fancy stuff that isn't available in certain instances of development platforms. So what we've done is we have the Tickblaze desktop. And the Tickblaze desktop is two platforms, actually. Technically, what it is a manual trading platform, which allows for discretionary trading, which is you are placing the trades, right? So if I want to come in here, let's say I want to trade order flow and I want to buy the order flow signals, I can come in here and I can go buy and I can place my orders. I can drag and drop. I can, do all that. I can put brackets, right? If I want to take a trade, I can put bracket orders and I can basically push and buy limit down here, and you can put a bracket in. What's really nice is that we can drag the trading plan where you want it. You can move the entire bracket up and you can see the entire trading plan shift. As a scalper, this is really sexy because you can build in your risk management, your stops, your targets, your trailing stops, your auto break evens, everything built in for position sizing. So let's say every time I get a good signal, I can buy it, these types of stuff. And this is the sophistication of the actual desktop because we've also built in copiers. You can just come here, go to new trade copier, and you can drag the trade copier down. It's modular UI, which basically allows you to just load your trade copier. And you can build your trade copier. You buy a bunch of accounts with BluSky, and then basically you'll see all these accounts populated once you buy, and then you can set your leader and your follower accounts, and you can multi-prop, and you can do everything here, which is what everybody loves to do and make a lot of money, right? I mean, like, that's why you're in the prop game, right? So what's really cool is that well, we're the only platform in the world, that's a fact, that has built-in options levels for gamma exposure. So many of you heard, who's here of GEX? Who's here of gamma exposure, open interest on gamma? Who's here on like the put call levels for institutions? So what you may or may not know is that the institutions play their hand every day. And if you go to the actual CME's website, buried deep inside the fine print, they post all of their options infrastructure in the platform. You love the ability of having to do that. Well, the reason why other platforms don't offer this is because you have to build in an options chain database to be able to support the options levels. Well, we built it, and we've built that entire infrastructure. You don't have to pay for options data. We used to charge for this software, and literally this week we just turned it on. It's now giving it away for free. Everybody that's using Tickblaze gets to use the striker levels, which is a game changer. So what I can do is I can literally turn it on, and I can use 0 DTE or weekly options levels. Now I'm going to turn a weekly level on here. I'm going to turn on the gamma flip, which is an amazing trade. If all you ever did was take one trade a day and you trade the gamma flip, you'll be making some bank. I'll turn this on, and then here's all your support and resistance levels. I'm going to turn this on for a second. We're going to load the data. Now, fingers crossed, everything works in a perfect world and we don't have any issues, but it should populate the data. See down here, it says loading striker data. Give it a second. And it's going to populate the data. Hopefully it does work. There it is. So there's the entire options chain. And what you want to do is you want to look for these big levels. You want to look for, in a trending market, you pull back, you come to these levels, you take a great trade. These are support and resistance levels at scale where the institutions are putting their hedging. So what's really cool is that normally you got to spend thousands of dollars for this software. We give it away as just using the platform. You can increase the probability of the levels, which means you don't have to worry about taking all the trades. There it is. I can drop it down to only the 10 strongest levels that the institutions are trading today, and they're hedging their books. And there it is. That's the trades that I'd be paying attention to. There's a big level right here on this options level. They're going to pull it back and they're going to bounce off this for support. And why is this important? Well, I mean, gamma exposure is the opportunity for you to understand where they're playing. And now this is the open interest on the gamma. These are weekly. I can switch this to 0 DTE, which is basically the options that are expiring today. And the reason these are powerful is because these options expire today. And when that happens, there's big hedging. And when the hedging happens, they have to force to close those positions. So, I don't want this to be a whole strategy on how to trade options today, but I want to let you know that it's free and you can take advantage of it by buying accounts from BluSky. You can use the Tickblaze platform and it's here. And so what's really cool is that if I change this down to, like, say 5, I only change the best 5 levels, and those are the big levels for the day. And if you take a look at where they bounced off support, they came in between those two hedge levels. They got above it. They came down to retest that. And then there was your big trade. And take a look. They just bounced off that hedge level today because this is GEX, gamma exposure. There's a reason why they got to that level. That's an options trade right there. And those are institutional levels. These are being pulled from the options chain on the S&P. You can load this on the NASDAQ. You can load this on any futures contract that we populate data for. And basically, it automatically populates the GEX levels. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Makaram, you guys allow algo trading, yes?
We do. So
Okay.
we're one of the few props that allows fully automated trading.
So what you may not know about Tickblaze is that's our moat. So Tickblaze is built for institutional quant hedge funds initially before we brought it to the retail market. And the important thing about this is that I'm a quant myself, and I love algo trading. Tickblaze was built for algorithmic trading. And so Tickblaze is actually two platforms. So you can load the actual algo desktop like this. And what makes us unique is that you have the ability to backtest hundreds of strategies simultaneously. So other platforms, you can do one strategy at a time and you can backtest it on a bunch of markets. We can do 20 strategies and we can backtest it on 20 different markets simultaneously. We can do portfolio assessment. And so we have the fastest backtesting platform in the industry. This is our moat. So I'll just click the play button here. You're going to watch it's going to backtest these strategies. Not to say that these are the ones you should be trading, but it's fast. And it's very, very, very fast. And we do things that most platforms are not built to do. And you have the opportunity to run automated trading. You can run algos in here. You can run everything you want. And what you may not know is that Tickblaze has a Tickblaze advantage where we've given all of the people that are using accounts with BluSky 12 free algos and 11 free indicators. So everybody here gets a bunch of free algos, which we'll show you in a minute. You don't have to buy them. They're absolutely free. You can trade them. They make money. We do this because, well, we're Tickblaze and BluSky's BluSky, and we're here to give you guys everything. So there's nobody that's going to beat that. You can't, right? Like I'm giving you $12,000 worth of algos for free just for signing up for an eval. So that's the best part. And we're going to do that at scale. So if you want to trade on the desktop, trade on the desktop. You want to trade on the actual web trader, trade on the web trader. But the key here is be a great trader and make sure that you understand what you're doing. You can learn from these guys. You can use what they have. And we're here to help every step of the way, right? So if anybody in here is buying accounts with BluSky and you use the Tickblaze platform, what's going to happen is if you ever have a question, we're here to help. We're here to provide support for all of the Tickblaze users that need it. And yeah, I'm seeing a whole lot of positives in the chat box. So I think type a Y that this is awesome and you're excited and you guys are super cool. That's amazing. Yes, we've got break-even keys and we've got everything. Yep. You can trade manually. You can come in here and you can use the advanced trade pads. You can use the basic trade pads. We have a drawdown line. So let me show you what's really cool here is there's a little button here that says show your drawdown line. So when I place a trade, you'll be able to see the drawdown in real time. So let me see if I can place a trade here. I don't know if I can place a trade on this demo account, but I'm going to try to put an order in here. I don't know if I can, but we're going to try. So MES, let's try put a one contract. It keeps rejecting, not able to trade CME instruments, market data authorization required. Interesting. Oh, that's probably because I haven't signed my data declarations on this account. So I can't actually place a live trade on this right now, but what's really cool is there's a button up here that says drawdown. You see this DD? So when you get an account, when you place a trade, all you got to do is press this DD button right here, and it's going to show you your drawdown in real time updating. So you don't hit it. That way you're never like, oh my God, don't breach the drawdown, especially for someone that's in a trailing drawdown account or anybody that's worried about hitting their drawdown. You can literally just hit this button right here and it's going to trail your positions. It'll show you in real time where your drawdown is on the account. And yeah, it's just amazing. So yeah, it is very cool. Yeah, it's very intuitive. Yeah. And so a lot of cool things coming. The trade copier was just turned on for you guys. You guys can actually access that. But yeah, couple questions. I see the break even button. Yeah, the break even is if you're in a trade, you can just break even, go to your stop loss goes to break even. Absolutely. It's a scalp pad. Yep. You can reverse your positions, do all that stuff. Yep. And it's also on the desktop as well. Yeah, we have the function on both. So if you want to use the trailing drawdown lines, you can click this little button right here. It says show loss limit line right here. And that'll basically show your drawdown. Yeah. Yeah. So a couple things I want to do here. I just want to kind of talk a little bit about Tickblaze and what you guys get. When you come to Tickblaze, and our new website goes live, I think, this week. So this will be the new website. When you come to Tickblaze, you can actually go to the current website, which is basically here. There's a marketplace. And one of the benefits of being a Tickblaze user with BluSky is that we're giving you guys a bunch of free credits to the marketplace. And so what that means is that if you click here, we have a warehouse. We're like a Walmart for software. You can click here under free algos. Everybody here that is basically going to be using BluSky's accounts can have access to all these strategies for free. So you can download these, you can import them into the platform, and you can basically, these are all automated trading systems that you can have for free. If you want the indicators, you can click on free indicators right here. Everybody using the Tickblaze platform can come in and you can use your bar close markers, your trailing stops, your fair value gaps, your correlation tools, your everything. You can use it all for free. And for those of you that are looking for premium scripts like indicators and strategies, you can click on these right here, premium indicators. And I think everybody gets a coupon, if I'm not mistaken, Ashley McCarm. You guys, we've worked out something so that everybody here is getting free coupons. So Tickblaze money, right? We're giving away money, essentially. You guys can use the coupons to buy apps. So when you buy accounts, we're giving McCarm and his whole team a bunch of money so that you can come into the app store and just buy apps for free. So I think that's great. I mean, we're just giving
Yeah,
away
hey Sean,
everything.
it's Ashley here. I'll just speak on that. So everybody who purchases, it's one coupon per person. You'll
Mhm.
receive a $500 coupon into the store, as well as you'll receive an additional coupon, which provides you 1 year free access to the Tick Academy.
Oh yeah, that's right. We have a Tickblaze Academy, a school for traders. What's really nice is that there's a program for futures, for forex, for stocks, for crypto, for options. If you're someone that wants to learn, we have the Tickblaze Academy. Normally it's like 2,500 for the year. I think we charge like 2,500 right here. It's a big program, huge program, and we're giving it away for free. Is what you said?
Yes, absolutely. The first year will be free, and then if you
Jesus.
choose to renew, it's $295 for the second year to stay
Amazing.
on.
So everybody here getting BluSky accounts is basically getting Christmas early, is what we're saying. Okay, perfect. Fantastic. All right. Well, listen, I think I've done my part here. I think everybody here knows Tickblaze is what you guys are going to be using, and this is the opportunity here. You can get level two eventually. Dome data will be turned on eventually with this. I think it's only available for purchase. You have to buy the data through the prop firm. Yeah, but either way, guys, it'll eventually be available. Yes, level one is available immediately. Most accounts you buy level one data, and then if you need level two, it's an upgrade. So yeah, we'll get to that after. So, Makaram, if you want to take the wheel and steer here, mate, I hopefully that was. Did you guys learn something? Is that demo good enough for you guys? I think you guys can watch the YouTube channel. We'll put the YouTube here in the chat box so that you guys can sign up and watch the videos. What's really nice is that we pride ourselves on you can be up and running in 5 minutes or less. It's super user friendly, and you don't need to be a rocket scientist to learn how to use the platform. Right? Super, super easy. Yeah.
Love it, Sean. That Tickblaze looks really cool. I'm super excited to use it.
Yeah.
I'm getting my account set up right after this call, so I can't wait. And I mean, all of the stuff that we're adding on. Real quick before we get into the offers that we have for all of the attendees today and throughout the rest of the month, I just want to talk about Blue Sky plans. And as we mentioned before, we have something for everyone. So right now on our website, if you visit us, bluesky.pro, you'll see we offer four different account types. And these are four different account types for different types of traders. We start everyone off with a launch plan, and launch is the cheapest way to get started at Blue Sky. You can get the launch plans start at $59, which is one of the lowest in the industry. And then after you get your bearings, you can move up to a Propel plan, which provides you a more streamlined way to get into your funding. It's a little bit more structured, but there is no activation fee. And then once you're very successful at trading, you have your strategies down, you don't want to wait anymore, you've been around the block or maybe around the planet a few times. We have our biggest and best plans, the orbit plans, and those allow for 1 day to pass. So if you want to try an orbit challenge, you can get in, you can pass the same day, and you can begin building your buffer and get to a payout in just a couple days. Now, what about for people who don't want to do an evaluation? We offer direct to funding plans as well, instant funding. So with those plans, you can get an instant funding 50K plan and get right into your simulated funded account and start building your balance from day one. So we truly have something for everyone. And now, just for everybody that's on this call, we are offering 33% off all evaluations Or this is not on this slide because it was a last minute addition. If you want to go for instant funding, we are giving you $300 off an instant funding plan. So typically that's $5.99. We're gonna do those for $2.99. Could somebody put this in the chat for me,
Wow. So
please?
is that a 50K or is that a 25K?
That's
Is that
that's a 50K instant
holy
funding
shit?
plan for $2.99 with code
Wow.
ISF Instant Sim Funding Blaze. ISF Blaze.
Let's put that in the chat box actually. So ISF Blaze.
Yes,
Okay,
for
so
$300 off the instant sim funded plan.
yeah. So
Um,
ISF Blaze,
and
everybody.
then for all other plans, you can use code Blaze for 33% off everything. And there's no limit to any uses on this, but with every evaluation that you buy, we are giving out over $9,000 worth of additional value from Tickblaze. And what's in this stack? As you heard previously, Tickblaze Academy for 1 year. You get 120 courses. You have their live trading room. It's normally almost $2,500. That's included for free. We're
Mhm.
giving every BluSky customer $500 if they purchase a Tickblaze account to use on the Tickblaze Marketplace. Spend it on anything in the store. And then there's all of the other things that we mentioned that Sean mentioned. There's all of the premium indicators. There's the advanced trade copier. You can use that on desktop, web, mobile. There's Tickblaze Web, which just launched. It looks, you guys all saw it. It looks amazing. You can access their trading community. You obviously will be in our trading community. You'll be invited into the BluSky Discord, and there's another $6,000+ in value, um, all in with your purchase of a new BluSky eval. You don't have to do
So
anything extra.
So just to
Just
clarify, Makaram, when they buy an account, they have to choose the Tickblaze platform to get access to all this, right? So when they buy, they need to use the coupon codes you're using and then choose the Tickblaze platform so that way you get all the benefits, right? So,
This is
uh,
correct.
yeah,
So the codes for all of the goodies will be emailed to you at the end of the week that you purchase a Tickblaze account.
yeah.
So if you buy one today, you will get your codes tomorrow. If you buy one next week, you will get your codes at the end of the week on Friday.
Great.
And that's the offer. There's the one code there for 33% off all evaluations, and then there's the other code ISF Blaze for $300 off instant funding.
Great. So, lots of questions, guys. First, Makaram, great presentation, short, sweet, to the point. We got through the demo in a timely fashion. The goal is try to get through these webinars in less than an hour because everybody's busy and we have a life to live, so that's always great. I'm going to run a quick poll because when we run these polls, it's really designed to make sure that we can understand uh, it's a yes or no answer because we have hundreds of traders in here right now, and we're going to be slammed with support. There's going to be a ton of people that are going to want help. They need help. They have questions. If we don't understand who you are, we can't help you. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to run a poll. If you're going to be buying accounts today, put a yes. If you're not, put a no. It's that simple because what we want to do is we want to make sure you get access to everything. We want to make sure you get the coupons. You want to get access to the store credits. You want to get access to the trade copiers. You want to get access to the discount codes. It's hard because sometimes emails hit the spam folders or people don't get things. And like, we got to come at it from all angles, guys. Like, we've got a lot of people in here. So if you guys are serious about getting serious and you guys want to trade with BluSky and you want access to Tickblaze platform and use all the goodies, you got to put a yes in the chat box. Okay. We need to make sure that everybody gets it and you're in it to win it. Right. And yeah, and we see a lot of questions like John here and all that. Give us some time, mate. Let me get through this stuff and then we're going to do Q&A, right? Patience is a virtue here, and it's important to make sure that we get through things and then we can talk about the questions, right? So I think that's kind of important, right? So
Absolutely.
we'll give everybody a chance to answer the poll. And then if you guys give me a minute or two of your time, be a little bit patient here. We'll go through the chat box and we'll answer some questions, okay? So a couple things I want to ask is if you could put a number in the chat box, how many accounts you plan on buying, because you can't use a trade copier with one account. So if you want to take advantage of the free trade copiers, how many you got? How many accounts do you allow them to purchase? What's your maximum?
You can purchase as many accounts as you want, but when you get to the funded stage, we allow three simultaneous funded accounts.
So if you're in a direct to straight to funded account, it's three.
It's
So you
three.
can do three maximum. So everybody here put a three so that you can use the calc, you can use the copiers. I mean, they paid for it. It costs money. So BluSky's paying for your trade copiers, right? It doesn't get better than that, right? So we
Mhm.
got a ton of people saying yes. Looks like McCarm's not sleeping tonight. You asked for it, man. Hey, we're turning on the pipes. We're
Hey,
turning on the
Makar, quick
Tickblaze
question
pipes.
for you. Are your evals, are they subscriptions or are they one-time fees? Can you talk a little bit about that?
So they are subscriptions. We have all of them reset at rebill though. So each month, you will have the option. You'll get a second chance at the time of your rebill.
Great.
Right.
The other question we have, Sean, David's asking is that can they use your own indicators in the web version?
Not yet. Just a couple questions here is well, first of all, everybody needs to understand that we use TradingView's charting infrastructure, and that's using essentially JavaScript, right? And so JavaScript is not really a language that everybody builds their indicators with. It's usually C Sharp or Python or whatnot. And we're actually building a code wrapper so that we can start porting C Sharp scripts into the Tickblaze web. We're the only web platform in the industry that's going to offer this. So it's not ready yet. It's a big lift. We're trying to innovate. We're trying to create change. So it's coming. I just don't have an exact date. But if you want to use advanced scripts, the desktop is where you want to go. It's the desktop application is there's no limitations. It's a C sharp platform. You can integrate that. It's amazing. Yeah. I know John was asking questions about like, okay, like you're probably a NinjaTrader user, or maybe you're using Tradevate or NinjaTrader, and why would you want to use Tickblaze? Well, what you may not know about me is I was a NinjaTrader user for over 10 years. I've built over 150 products on that platform. A lot of respect for the platform. It's great in its own way. Tickblaze is just different. I like to say it's kind of NinjaTrader on steroids. Our desktop application does a whole lot more that NinjaTrader doesn't. It's not that I don't like the platform and I'd never say anything bad about the company. It's just that we do a lot more. Like it's an open source scripting infrastructure, so you can code your own ATM strategies, your own TMS strategies. You can build infrastructure into indicators. You can do Python. You can do C sharp. We have the most sophisticated backtesting platform in the world. There's no limitations on strategy development into infrastructure on that. So from a desktop application, there's no comparison. We're just a much more sophisticated tech stack than NinjaTrader's legacy platform. In terms of the web trader, uh, we just wanted to create a visually intuitive, user-friendly TradingView platform built web trader for prop firms. What's unique about us is our trade copiers are multi-prop, and we're the only platform in the industry that operates off one centralized login. So what does this mean? BluSky is one of our prop partners. We also work with many prop firms. So if you happen to have accounts with other prop firms, you only need to log in once and everything is there. You don't need to connect to individual prop accounts. You can basically copy trade everything all within one login. It's a one centralized login for multi-prop infrastructure. So we're the only platform in the business that does that. So there's a lot of things like you say, why use Tickblaze? The question really is, why not? Right? Why wouldn't you want to? Right? We basically hit the nail on the head every angle, and we're the best at what we do. Right? So, and you get tons of free stuff for like $10,000 worth of indicators and algos that you don't have to go and spend money on. Right? That's amazing. Right? So, uh, that's it for me, guys. We got a ton of people coming your way, guys. So you guys are going to be busy. That's great. I'm going to go
Does
through the
anybody
questions
want to
here.
win a free account or maybe one of
There you go.
20 free accounts today? Who wants to win? I'm going to
Yeah,
drop a link in the chat box and then we'll answer a few more Q&As while everybody's filling that out.
Super
absolutely.
excited about this trade copier. So Sean, we actually had a trader a few weeks ago that bought 40 BluSky accounts to trade at the same time. And now, while you can only have three at the sim funded stage, all of
Hmm.
the accounts that you pass stay parked. So if you ever lose a funded account, you can go right back to a brand new funded account if you have
Yeah, so when we
back up
built the
over the
trade
past.
copier, we built it testing 10,000 accounts simultaneously.
Oh my
So
God.
it's yeah, we've built some pretty sophisticated tech. Yeah, it's you're not going to have an issue with the 40 accounts. Yeah. Yeah.
That's incredible. So how do I how do I set it up to copy Mike's trades?
Well, yeah, no, it's that's not compliant, but obviously just be in the community, right?
Of course, yeah. Obviously, you need to be the ones executing your own trades, or at least giving the order to execute your trades,
Exactly.
including with algo. You need to be the one setting up the algo.
Yep. Great. So, actually, you want to answer? I think yeah, you need to put in the survey here if you want to use if you want the free accounts, you just click on the enter to win. You fill out the survey, and then yeah, you can win free accounts. Hopefully, you got Lady Luck on your side, and you'll be good to go. So we'll give everybody a minute here to log in and fill out their accounts, and basically fill out the survey so we can pick some names. Yep.
All right. I see them coming in.
Right.
John, I'm not sure what you're referring to here.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not. It's okay. I don't know what he's talking about either. Mm,
Donor. You're making me hungry, SD.
Great. How many accounts are you able to trade at once? As many as you buy.
hmm
Um, yeah, you can buy unlimited evals, if I'm not mistaken, and you can have three direct funded accounts simultaneously. So let's basically, if you buy 100 evals on a discount, you save a ton of money, and then you basically just get to keep it. And let's say you get three funded accounts, and if you use them, you get paid. If you fail them, you get three more. You just keep pulling from your library of accounts. That's a good business model, actually. I mean, I think
hmm
it allows people to stack up on big promos, save a ton of money, and you get a whole lot more discounts at once. I think that's intelligent.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what a lot of our customers do because I mean, after you pass, the accounts stay parked and your subscription ends. So it's essentially just sitting there waiting for a slot to open up.
great. I have an account with prop. Can I link with BluSky? Yes, you can. You can multi-prop in the platform. Yes, if you have multiple prop firm accounts with different prop providers, as long as they're on the Tickblaze platform, you can have them all inside of the platform. Yes. Yeah. Perfect. Can you elaborate on the backtest system? Do you provide API for data connections? Yeah, there's a section for developers. If you go to the website, there's a section for developers. If you just send an email in, if you're a quant or if you want to access all of that, just send an email. We'll send you the API docs. Yeah, we have better ATM. We don't do ATM strategies. ATM strategies are limited. We have TMS systems. So let me explain the difference between NinjaTrader's ATM strategies and ours. I mean, NinjaTrader is very basic, very limited. We have scripts. So what we do is we build scripts. We give them to you for free. You open this up. This is what we call a script. So instead of running a ATM strategy, this was built by us. We give it away. You can build these so people can build their own strategy scripts. And the nice thing is that these provide money management, risk and reward, automatic trailing functions. So what's cool about this is that absolutely. And in a much bigger way. Like we have it all built in. So it's not and we call them trade management strategies because they're not limited based on you could build one with 50 trade strategy targets and put a man on the moon with the little blue guy, apparently. But pretty good options trade. I told you, look at they're going to bounce off that level and rip it to the moon. And that's what you can get the free options trades. Yeah, I mean, there's other providers that sell software like this, but you got to spend thousands of dollars. You're not going to get this inside a NinjaTrader or Rhythmic or any of these other platforms. You're going to get that in Tickblaze. And so obviously this is all beneficial to you on the technology. Yeah. Yeah. Great. I
I can't
Okay,
wait to use
we have
this.
some winners.
Fantastic.
We are going to list the first 10 winners. We are providing 20 free accounts today, and I'm going to put the first 10 winners. The way that it will work is that your name will show up here, and then this afternoon or possibly tomorrow, BluSky will email you with the instructions on how to claim your free account via with Tickblaze and BluSky. Okay, are we ready? 1, 2, 3. Here are the first 10 winners.
Okay, I'm going to name these names here. You've got Aniket Rothod, Rudy Bellenton, Nazim Narzulayev, Lisa Munden, Sesson Ajala, Mark Gijen, I'd say, Kenneth Moore, Jim Chanel, Michael Peretz, and Mark O'Kelly.
Congratulations, winners.
Okay, now everybody else has a second chance. We have 10 more winners that are coming. Are we ready? In 3, 2, 1.
Great.
You want to read those off or should I?
You can read them off, yeah.
All right, congratulations to Barry Vega, Angel Bonnet, Giles Timothy Tugus, John Long, Jackie Wynn, Cheatham Otugu, Christian House, Amelia Lockhart, and Brian Taub, and last but not least, Roger Rodriguez. Congratulations, everyone. You've all won your brand new Tickblaze BluSky accounts.
Amazing. Congrats to all you winners. And don't worry, Makaram. I kicked that guy John out here. I just said enough. One of the things you'll like about us at Tickblaze and BluSky is that if you're not kind, you're not respectful, and you're not here to be a team player, you got to go. So I just booted him from the chat. I don't play
I don't
the
think
games,
the
guys.
rest of them could see it. He was just speaking to us, so
That's fine.
Okay,
We surround ourselves with winners, and if you're not a winner, chicken dinner. Got to go. See you later. Okay, congrats everybody. Congrats for everybody that won. Congrats. Huge 20 accounts, man. That's a big giveaway. Fantastic. Tell Rich and the team over there that gave the approval on that. Well done. Everybody's going to love that, and amazing.
Thanks, everyone.
Yeah, so what we're going to do now is we're going to send everybody emails with the recording and a follow-up. There's tons of resources to your exposure. On behalf of the Tickblaze team, thanks for being a part of what we're doing. Makaram, you guys did a great job. Pranay and everybody on the back end that helped make this possible. We couldn't do it with all of our teams working together. And if everybody here could just give a Y in the chat box that we're all grateful for all the back end teams that are putting their long days and long nights to basically make this stuff a reality so that everybody has an opportunity here. You'd be surprised how many people are working to make this a reality.
Let's quickly touch on the support and the difference between when to contact which type of support.
Sure. So remember, BluSky is a prop firm and Tickblaze is a platform, right? If you've got prop related questions on the accounts, the funding, the evals, anything to do with prop trading for BluSky, you email BluSky. If you need help with the Tickblaze platform, anything to do with the platforms, you email Tickblaze. Pretty straightforward, but you'd be surprised how many people get that narrative confused, right? So don't email Tickblaze with questions about the prop firm, and don't email BluSky with questions about the platform, right? And both teams will help you as long as you go there for the right reasons, right? Perfect.
For sure. And,
Great.
if you have any questions, our BluSky support is open most trading hours. Our support chat or support email address is support@blusky.pro.
Yeah. So if you guys, Michael's asking, can you explain how to get the free accounts? Because he was one of the winners.
Yeah, so we will contact you. And if you register at trader.blusky.pro for and just sign up on our back end, somebody will create an account in your profile.
Great. Yeah, and the options levels, Frank's asking about the options levels. It's built into the platform. It's a little box on the top of the desktop. It's not available in the web. It will be available soon in the web, but it's still not ready yet. But this little square box that says Striker. So if you just click on Striker, it's built into the platform. And no, you don't need to pay for an options data feed. We already prepay for that for everybody. So it's a huge investment into the community. Yeah. What's your website? Who are you talking to, Brian? Are you talking about BluSky's website or are you talking about Tickblaze website? Yeah, BluSky's, there it is. BluSky.pro. Yeah.
BluSky.pro, no E. There's no E in BluSky.
Yeah. Perfect. No BluSky with an E. It's BLU Sky.pro. Great. Well, listen, guys, congratulations. Check them out, get an account, trade well. If you have any questions, let us know. We're here to help, and have a fantastic day, everybody. This is a big win for everybody. Thanks. Take
Thanks,
care.
everyone. Trade well.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for coming.